Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello. Testing, testing. Hold up. Where's the damn remote? Alright. Should be slightly better right now. Alright, so today I'm going to be playing through the first episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. There's 3 games in one. This is the original trilogy. Pretty sure there's been way too many people that have already played this, but hey, I have yet to. Alright, first turnabout. We're already showing the picture, but yeah. Play first turnabout, yes. Should probably have gone through the options. Achievement unlocked, first steps. Start playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Alright. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah, good luck with that, pal. So for the record, I've already played through this game on my DS, so none of this is blind for me. This is more or less me just seeing how it runs on a console. Boy, am I nervous, baby. Hold on. Screen shake, vibration. Boy, am I nervous. Yeah, I had to make it transparent because that was just not it. Court record, and then profiles, Larry Fuzz, defendant in this case. Likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. The victim in this case, a model. She lives in Parma herself, Cindy Stone. Cause of death, loss of blood due to one trauma on time of death, July 31st. 16 p.m. to 17 p.m. Don't know why they're using the normal time. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Hi, Mia. Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Yeah, who the hell picks a rookie to defend them? Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Oh, do you now? A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Parents advised to take on a case where someone is closely related to you or associated with you, because your own feelings can get in the way. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. This was incredibly misleading for the record. The person he owes his job is someone else. The defendant in this case is not that important to his decision. He's one of the reasons I became attorney. Yes, he definitely is one of the reasons, sure, but your main reason was something else. But granted, at the time you're not supposed to know that. So that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? For a record, I'm not going to bother doing voices because I don't believe in that. Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm going to do it. I'm going to die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Those officers just... I never understood the whole purpose of painting them when those officers barely react to you. Well, they do in a different game, but not in the... Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. No. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? For the record, no one else in this entire series ever refers to him as Nick ever again. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, just has terrible luck. So there have been times where it has been his fault, okay. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Oh, there's no arguing against that. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. For the record, for those that don't know, this was originally a Game Boy Advance game. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Gotta remember how nervous he was. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to start your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions, answered them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Well, that's Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. For the record, this is a tutorial, so brace with me. It's weighted. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. So, it's not a thing in this game, considering you saw me check the court record already. But in a certain other game, they literally disable the court record button until you get to this point, because they don't want you getting ahead. Just press the right bumper to check it at any time. Which is just this. Cindy's autopsy report. And Cindy Stone. Winston Payne, the prosecution for this case, lacks precedence and only bad at getting his point across. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Other than the fact that he's in rookie, but yeah. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Phoenix Wright. Every name here has a punch to it. For record. Well then. First, a question for prosecution. Mr. Payne. His name is Winston Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was? murder weapon was this statue of the finger. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Alright? Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the right bumper to check the court record frequently. Alright, that should be it. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it. Lies. I don't believe a word. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Very well. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Alright. Passport, United States of America. Wait, what? Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet here in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clearer to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Hey, well maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly? Stop him from answering. Sure. I'll send him a signal. It's supposed to be stop him from answering, not telling him to lie. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Very well. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. See, and this is one of the things I found dumb about this. Sometimes the witness will never really get accused, but whatever. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Solowitz to the stand. Frankly, I saw all of it. Mr. Solowitz, you sell newspapers descriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Solowitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Why didn't it show their faces? Or is it during the cross-examination when their faces get shown? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I cooled and fried and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. or 13 o'clock. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like this. Sir, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saul used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Perusal? Blackout record added to the court record. Okay, electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. Real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove it's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between a court record and witness testimony. Then, once you find the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. You're not supposed to actually do that in real life, but sure. Okay. Open the court record with the right bumper to point out the contradiction in testimony. Yeah, I'm well aware how this works. Witness account. I was going door to door telling suspicions when I saw a man playing in the apartment. He must be in a hurry. Yeah, I already know where. Alright, present. It was supposed to be at 16, not 13. Objection! Objection! You found a body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, that was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 16. There was nobody or no body to find at 13. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Saw it. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, so I'm guessing in this early game, they don't show the faces between each other. Like, I know in the DS versions they do, but I guess not in this trilogy package. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 13 o'clock. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of the tape program? For the record, no other first case on any of the other games is this easy. Mr. Wright may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Tape program. Alright, where is it? Noon to 18. Alright, hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. God! Well, our defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw? No, I find it quite pleasant myself. Quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Saw it. The court referred to your inaccurate testimony from the very beginning. These concept corrections are harming your credibility. Yes. They harm his credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. Keyword, he saw. Not heard, saw. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. This thing. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just what do you think? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. See, I don't see no time on that statue. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. But again, he said he saw the time, not heard it, so it would have been a contradiction regardless. A statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness testimony is correct. There's a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. He claimed to saw it. Also, how will he know that was a clock? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. See, you're not supposed to talk. Keep your mouth shut. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. He struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound of it. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Did the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean I saw. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. And his hair is back on his pixel right there. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting that defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is randomness. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Wright saw her was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, right? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. Forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? You're not supposed to answer your conjecture like that unless I can prove it. Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. Why are you talking? It proves nothing. Why are you talking? How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Why are you talking? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Why are you talking? And also, you're right, but why are you talking? You're right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, since you lack the critical evidence for your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict this witness. He's not even supposed to be talking. Fortunately, this sends across to making Mr. Frank saw it. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. Dude, shut up. You treat me like a criminal. Why are you talking? You lawyers are all slimes. Why are you talking? Sure, almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Dude! He's one witness. Just one. They're not gonna send Larry Butts to jail unless the prosecution can prove he did indeed do it. Nothing about this proves Larry's guilt. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Yeah, I mean, Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but doesn't mean you can't still wait. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time down in fact. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. And because I already played this game, so I know why. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Take that! Victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Then when it's 4... Christ, when it's 16 o'clock here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say Mr. Did It? Okay. Okay. Good. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. This I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. Yeah, it's funny. Let's see if in later cases they just allow me to defend my client instead of having me point out who the true killer was, because that's not how court works. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but the score finds defendant Mr. Larry Butts. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, Larry went to her apartment. The victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 1432, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Very well. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my senior's win is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... No, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headline sound. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. Won't forget this, ever. Celebrate dinner. Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, wait, so she had the clock you made for yourself then? Because you said I made this one for her. As in the clock you're holding right now. Because you said this one, not that one. So this is the one that you made for her. So I'm guessing she took the one that you made for yourself? Really? Thank you, I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you. In her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, so okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck's she talking about? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just a chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is a clock you made for her. No, the one he made for her is apparently on with Mia. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. I mean, to be specific, considering that the actual thinker's supposed to be with the court. The clock I'm holding should definitely be the one that he made for her, but he's implying that the clock she took was the one he made for her. But that's the one he made for himself. I don't know why she had it though. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. What we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. In the real law world, yes, a lot of the senior attorneys do indeed buy dinner for the rookies. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometimes. Maybe over drinks? Okay, dinner I understand. Over drinks? Why? So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you want to count the clock he gave Mia." Why would you accept it then? I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Yeah, well, you had no control over that. The end. Alright, and that's about it for the tutorial case. Achievement unlocked, the first turnabout. Clear episode 1 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yes. Nope. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna end the video right there. considering that the whole point was just to record the tutorial. Again, I've already played this on the DS, not the original DS, more like a 2DS that had the trilogy already into it. So I'm more or less used to how it played out there, but I do know that everything about it is virtually the same. They did update the graphics, change some animations, and obviously you had to tinker with a bit because they had to contrast for. It's like this came on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. So they had to contrast for the fact people were going to be playing it on a device that only had one screen as opposed to two screens. Which is something similar they did with the Wii, but that was for different reasons. Well, after the DS debut, they mainly did just stick to just the DS family line. But the later games, and not in this trilogy package, but in the other ones, they did accommodate for playing it on one screen, but they also updated it, so most of those features that were being used between both screens, as in the top one would say witness or cross-examination, the bottom screen would show like the attorney and the prosecutor facing off, would just be implemented on the main screen. I'm not sure if it's in the sequel trilogy, but it is in the prequel, which I also played through on the Switch. I just have no way of recording Switch games, so I didn't get to record my own reactions to it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave off this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's like way too late to be making a video based on Ace Attorney, considering that the sequel trilogy is the more recent game that came out. But hey, maybe one day Ace Attorney 7 will be a thing. Until then, hope you guys enjoy your day. See you on the next one.
Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me?